Nganga KT News, Nairobi.
All right, now let's take a look at what is or who are the likely successors of the Deputy President if he is impeached. If Senate confirms that impeachment, and that vacancy may fall in the next 7 days. Now, tonight, we call it the wild card because we are going fishing tonight to find out exactly who is likely to replace Rigathi Gachagua if the Senate confirms that resolution from the National Assembly. Let's begin where we need to begin with our wild card tonight. And as I said, we are going fishing tonight. So Anne Waiguru is the governor of Kirinyaga County. Second term into 2 years. She just left the seat of the COG chairmanship. She was there for 4 years. She is the governor of Kirinyaga. She's the first on the list tonight. So that's Anne Waiguru. She's not the only governor who is in that list of a wild card because Irungu Kangata, they've said he's a performer in the county of Murang'a, coming up with very good solutions in the health sector. And they say he just settled to work in Murang'a when he was elected governor. And Irungu Kangata makes it at number 2 in our wild goose chase tonight. Gladys Wanga, Homa Bay County Governor, first-time governor, women rep, member of parliament, is also on the list tonight. She is also said to be a likely replacement of Rigathi Gachagua. In fact, the TIFA polls also put her right there together with other people you're about to see shortly. And in that list, there were the other 2 governors also. So that is Gladys Wanga. Professor Kithure Kindiki, Cabinet Secretary, Interior and National Coordination of Government, is in the list. In fact, they said when Rigathi was getting this position, he was the most likely qualified candidate for this. And he is also on our list tonight. Kithure Kindiki, Cabinet Secretary, Interior, possible replacement. And next is the PCS, the Super Cabinet Secretary and Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, former presidential candidate, also likely to replace Rigathi Gachagua. In fact, members of Western Kenya, some leaders in Western Kenya already telling the president, hey, please replace Rigathi Gachagua if impeached with PCS Musalia Mudavadi. Yeah? They call him the gentleman of politics. And next is someone who has stuck his neck out in this process. He's one of the Mount Kenya affiliated members of parliament, member for Kikuyu, and currently he is also the majority leader in the National Assembly. Kimani Ichung'wah makes it to that list as a possible replacement of Rigathi Gachagua. And next is the very quiet, silent, suddenly he's gone silent. He's very quiet, he's not speaking. Kiharu, member of parliament, Ndindi Nyoro, also a favorite. We've seen him move around with the president. We've also known the dalliance between him and the deputy president. But Ndindi Nyoro could possibly replace his friend Rigathi Gachagua. Remember, he was very inactive in the National Assembly during the impeachment motion. There's a lot of speculations around it. He didn't want to get involved because he's a possible successor. So Ndindi Nyoro also makes it on the list tonight. But now, here is where the surprise is, because we understand that former head cabinet secretary, who was also a member of parliament and a top performer in President Uhuru Kenyatta's government, and this basically during COVID, this is one of the cabinet secretaries that held this country, and remember how he used to handle COVID issues, and they said he's a performer. He's a former member of parliament, former senator, if I'm not wrong, not member of not the National Assembly. Mutahi Kagwe also is on the wild card tonight, making it as a possible replacement from Mount Kenya of Rigathi Gachagua. And finally, this will surprise you. Would you know that PK, Peter Kenneth, former presidential candidate, Mzungu wa Gatanga, and now he's very quiet, just doing his personal things. He's on the wild card tonight. Peter Kenneth is also touted as a possible replacement of Rigathi Gachagua. Now, that is our comprehensive list of who is likely to replace Rigathi Gachagua. Remember the process. President nominates. It goes to the National Assembly. The National Assembly has about 60 days to ventilate and consider who to be appointed the next nominated, the next deputy president, and of course the National Assembly will confirm. So that is the process. All these names, wildcard. Now, one of the 3 men, away from this now, one of the 3 men who was abducted and released after more than a month in captivity has broken his